the king who became a god.
The story of Goguryeo and Baekje. Part 3. Founders from 57 BC to 18 BC. In 21 BC, King Chumo, the Sacred, led a powerful Goguryeo, uniting the descendant states of Dangun Tengri under one banner. At his side was always Queen Sosono, and her two sons, Biryu and Onjo, were steadily rising in status, each seen as a potential heir to the throne. The great king entrusted Suno and Wul-no to Biryu, establishing his capital in Michu-hol. He gave Guan-no and Giyu to Onjo, appointing Uyang as their capital. As for the remaining critical regions, Yon-no, Hwang-ryong, Hangin, Guda, and Bi-ri, they were ruled directly by the king and Queen Sosono. That winter, near the capital of East Buyeo, a young man named Yuri was out hunting birds with his bow and arrow. One day, he accidentally broke a woman's water jar. With a sharp tone, she spat.
"How dare a fatherless boy like you!"
The words pierced his heart like a blade. Yuri returned home and asked his mother, Lady Yi,
"Who is my father? Why am I always alone?"
You were not given a father. The heavens simply sent you to me.
But Yuri, tears streaming down his face, said,
How can one without a known father live in this world without shame?
At last, Lady Yi told him the truth.
Your father is the grandson of the heavenly emperor and the maternal grandson of the river god Habaek. He journeyed south to found a kingdom, the king of Goguryeo. He is your father, Chumo, the sacred king.
While my father became the ruler of Goguryeo, I serve another as a mere subject. How can I not be ashamed?
Sensing the time had come, Lady Yi shared the clue. Chumo had left before he departed.
7 hills, 7 valleys. Beneath the pine tree, upon the stone lies what he left behind. The one who finds it, that is truly his son.
From that day forward, Yuri set out into the fields. He wandered through mountains and across stones, searching through 7 valleys. But he found nothing. His body was exhausted, and his spirit discouraged. He returned home, leaning on his walking stick, and rested against a wooden pillar there. He began to weep. The tree had 7 distinct branches, and at its base stood a large supporting stone. Then, from within the pillar, he heard a strange sound.
A pine with 7 limbs, standing on a rock.
Yuri examined the pillar carefully and pulled from it a broken half of a sword. Tears streamed down his face. For now he could finally go and find his father. In 21 BC, Yuri bid farewell to his mother, Lady Yi, and set out on the long journey toward Jolban, where King Chumo reigned. In his hand, he carried only a bow and a broken piece of a sword. After many trials, he finally arrived before the palace gates, where he knelt before King Chumo and offered the sword fragment. Without a word, Chumo drew out the other half from his belt. When the 2 pieces touched, a red line, like flowing blood, ran through the seam, binding the sword back into one. Chumo gazed silently at the young man before him.
If you are truly my son, prove your divine nature.
Yuri stepped onto a nearby spear and leapt into the sky. He soared toward the sun, his body wrapped in radiant red light, before gently descending to the earth once more. Chumo, overjoyed, accepted Yuri as his son and prince. Yet the court of Jolban Buyeo and Queen Sosono began to worry for the future of the royal family. As they feared, that same year, Chumo declared Yuri crown prince. This decision tore through the heart of the royal line. Sosono's 2 sons, Biryu and Onjo, were now excluded from the line of succession. Outraged, the nobles of Jolban Buyeo began to prepare for a new future. Who had helped Chumo and Sosono build Goguryeo? Biryu said to Onjo,
"Let us leave for the south, to the region of Daebang which we once ruled. We shall take our mother with us and build a new kingdom of our own.
Sosono, Chumo's beloved, and a founding pillar of Goguryeo, packed her belongings alongside her sons and the loyal retainers of Jolban Biryu. They journeyed south, away from the capital and toward the lands they once governed. Behind them followed 10 officials, and a great number of commoners from Jolban. The road was long, and the rivers deep, but eventually they settled between River Pei and River Day, in the old lands of Dabang. The area was fertile, rich in resources, and close to the lands they had ruled. They tilled the soil, built great manors, and soon wealth began to grow. People gathered once again. To preserve respect and peace, Sosono sent an envoy to Chumo.
We seek to establish a new kingdom in these lands, but we wish to remain loyal to Goguryeo.
Chumo smiled and sent her the title Ohara, a supreme honor, meaning queen beneath the king of kings. He declared,
having once ruled Jolban and helped establish Goguryeo, she now builds a new kingdom of her own. Sosono is not only my wife and queen, she is the true mother of the nation.
In 19 BC, at the age of 40, King Chumo passed away. According to the epitaph of King Ho the Great, in the year 414 AD. When Chumo wearied of the throne, heaven sent down a yellow dragon to welcome him. Standing upon the dragon's head, he ascended into the sky from the eastern hill of Jolban. The dragon asks the king, and Chumo responds quietly.
Your Majesty, did you enjoy life down there? It was hard, but it was fun.
His son, Crown Prince Yuri, ascended the throne as the second king of Goguryeo. In the third year of her reign, 19 BC, Queen Sosono also passed away, and Crown Prince Biryu ascended the throne. Sosono was the ruler of Jolban and the companion of King Chumo, playing a significant role in the founding of Goguryeo. She was the pillar who established a new kingdom with her 2 sons, and was revered by the people as the Great Queen, they called Ohara. After her death, Biryu and Onjo felt burdened by the relationship with Goguryeo under King Yuri's rule, and decided to explore new territories. In January of 18 BC, Biryu and Onjo sailed southeast across the sea, and arrived at Hansan and Buak, the northernmost part of Mahan territory. This region was ruled by Mahan, the leading, but the last state of the 3 Han, and was also a contested zone, with the relocated Nang Rang and Dibang kingdoms from Liaodong. With the permission of the Mahan king, the 2 brothers were granted land in Hansan and Buak. They climbed to the mountaintop, and looked out below. A wide river flowed, and vast plains shimmered in the sunlight. All were satisfied with the new land except Biryu. He said,
Rather than this land of Mahan, I will remain in Daebang, the old land passed down from my mother.
10 officials knelt and pleaded. And Onjo says,
Your Majesty, this land of Hanam is a natural fortress. To the north is the Han River. To the east are protective mountains. To the south, fertile plains. And to the west, the great sea surrounds us.
But Biryu would not listen. He declared that he would remain in Michu Hall, the old land of Dibang. Onjo respected his brother's decision but agreed with his officials. Biryu smiled, wished Onjo good fortune, and returned to Michu Hall. In 18 BC, Onjo founded a new kingdom in Hanam with his followers. Initially, he established the capital at Jiksan. But one night, 5 tigers entered the capital and roamed through the city, causing great fear among the people. Onjo requested land 100 li northeast from the Mahan king, and received it, naming the new capital, Wirai Song. There he renamed the kingdom Baekje, meaning 100 households crossed the sea, and rivers to settle and build this nation. Since their origins, like Goguryeo, traced back to Biryu, they used Biryu as their royal surname. Thus 2 Baekjes, Biryu's Baekje in Dibang, and Onjo's Baekje in Hansan, cooperated to form a maritime power that extended across the Yellow Sea and the Japanese archipelago. Later, after Biryu's death, his son succeeded him as king of Biryu Baekje. Over time, parts of it were absorbed into Goguryeo, others remained in Dibang, and yet others were integrated into Onjo's Hansan Baekje. This is the end of the story of Goguryeo and Baekje. Part 3 Founders from 57 BC to 18 BC.